bookshelf I'm ever in. And today, I'm going to be reviewing Playball, Amelia Bedelia by Peggy Parrish. And so the basic summary of this book is Amelia Bedelia is grocery shopping at the beginning. Then she sees the gloomy faces of the Grizzlies. So then she asks, what's wrong? And then they say, we have a game with the tornadoes today, and, well, Danny has the measles. So then he said, we need someone to play for him, but we have no one else. So then she said, what about me? And she said, you? Great. So then, well, that was a mistake. That was a really big mistake. They did such a big mistake. You know what? I really recommend you to read this book. She doesn't know how to play. So then they say the basic rules. Like they say you have to hit the ball and then run to first base. This base, that base. You have to catch the ball, go this base, that base, that base. And then what happens is that when she's supposed to tag Joe to get him out, she takes a tag from her bag and tags him. Steam's literally coming out of her nostrils. That was not good. But in the beginning, she said, well, how are you going to fight a tornado? A tornado. It was the name of the team, Amelia Bedelia. So there's so many funny things. And like my favorite is, at the end, when she has to run home to home plate, she scoops up all the plates because he said stealing is good because you're supposed to steal the plates. And then I said, run home, Amelia Bedelia. She scooped up the home plate and ran all the way to her house. When I finished reading the book, I literally said, like, half a bad word, literally. I was like, and then when she gave it back, she said, I wonder what sort of house used plates like that. And she filled it up with cookies and gave it to them. Give me the plate. Well, those were grassy cookies. Anyway, so I had so much fun reading this book. And I learned from this book that it doesn't matter where Amelia Bedelia is, like nowhere. Number one, she's everywhere. And number two, it doesn't matter where she is. Just never tell her the name of the team and also she shouldn't be on your team. You know what? I think she has bad luck that gives her, it's like unnatural good luck. Like when you trip and stumble your way past every single rock that is on the path and you don't hit it. Well, I think she has some unnatural luck right there. And guess who won the game? The Grizzlies. Well, never mind, I won her on my team. Bravo, Amelia Bedelia. Guess what? When Amelia Bedelia is sent to pick up the musical conductor, Mrs. Rogers never expected her to bring back someone to work for the railroad station. You know, the train conductor. When the guy finally arrived, which he did, no thanks to Amelia Bedelia, well, disasters just start going here and there and everywhere. Disasters here, disasters there. So then what happens is that it's so funny, it starts out with when the conductor says to practice some numbers, it's a musical way they say of starting the music, practicing, warming up. So then what she does is he waves his button to start the music and then he says 1, 2, and 3. And then she keeps on practicing 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, and then she's like, did we practice enough numbers? Well, I guess we never know with Amelia Bedelia. And so then when a bee flew into the room, she said, there is a BC. And then he's like, ABC? We are practicing numbers, not the alphabet. Well, that's a conductor mistake. Huzzah! One thing Amelia Bedelia got correct. She wasn't so good at music. She said, Mr. Rogers says that I'm an expert fiddler. Like when you fiddle, you know? So guess what happened? And then he said, he said, then you should play it by the ear. And she put it in her ear. And then she was like, owie, ouch, that hurts. And she's like, he said, next time you should use a bow. And he said, yes, I should. I'll use barrettes and ribbons too. She thought for her hair. Oh, well, I think I'm more talking about funny things than the summary, because that summary is when Amelia Bedelia comes to the music band, starts it. Well, in the end, everyone wants to join the musical band. Everyone wants to join the band. So like, what a cool concert. And then, well, let's just say that in the end, she played it by the ear. Well, she actually used her whole body. I learned from this book that with Amelia Bedelia, you know, she's really nice. But she sends you thank you notes, not music notes. Don't say that around her, seriously. Well, I just have to say, with Amelia Bedelia, anything is possible. It's just the truth. It's a plain truth. Amelia Bedelia for mayor. And so the basic summary of this book is when Amelia Bedelia runs for mayor, and then it's so funny. She said in the debate, when they have a debate, the mayor said that he will fill in all the potholes. And she said, I will too, because you can't cook pots with holes. That's silly. And then she's like, it sure is, all the food would fall out. She has decided to run for mayor, though. So she decided to run for mayor because Mr. Rogers told her to. Well, she's one person who does whatever she's told in the beginning and at the end. It's so funny, 2 different types of breakfast. There's French toast and pancakes. Cakes and frying pans. And she puts tiny little French flags on the French toast. Well, I guess she's really silly, but in the end, when she runs for mayor, guess what? She doesn't win, but she doesn't lose either. This story is such an upsetting plot, and I need you to read it. So, what are you waiting for? Go to that library and get this book, because it's so good. And with that, I'll say goodbye and see you later.